Test 1, 2. Alright, let's rock and roll. So, it's been a while since I've loaded back up. Could not tell you the last thing. Oh, now I remember. Fuck. God damn it. God damn it. Okay. I got my coffee. I got my goddamn water. It's the fucking Kuno. Fantastic. Okay.
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier.
Bullet holes generally look the same, so probably. But you're right. More old bullet holes from the Revolution. Plenty.
The streets ran red with blood. Dust swirled above the ruins.
Probably a
The pressure change from artillery fire ripped people apart
firing line.
in the top floors of the building above you.
What's up, Co? How you doing tonight? Let me know if I still have any audio issues, if no game is coming out, if no mic is coming out. It's almost time to get the day over with. Trying to go to sleep, honestly, but I can't. Can't really fast forward the day either.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Interesting. Yeah. There we go. I don't need to look anymore. I don't think I've talked to this guy. Oh, okay. I just want to skip the day. Goddamn, what's in my hand? I could, you know what? Yeah, I got nothing else better to do with this next hour. Alright. I don't have a gun, right? Oh, dude. Oh, nice.
This door has been closed with a padlock, but no reply. The shackle snaps like a
goodness.
twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
illegally entering someone's home without a warrant?
After you, detective.
Uh-huh, okay. Flamboyant poster of a white star, real lithography. Books of critical theory on the monstrosities of capital and such. Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns. Revolutionaries love to pose with their guns. What's this? A single 9mm bullet. Okay. Ooh, can I wear that? What are the buffs on it though? Conceptualization. I don't know, man. I like the buffs on this jacket so far. Take off this goddamn tie. I look like a crazy hobo bum. What does that even mean? Looks silly.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar. Not familiar in a good way, you might say. There's pain in there somewhere.
Okay.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Marzov.
The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting. He's known as the father of scientific communism, also known as Masovianism. His theories about economic history greatly influenced, some would even say sparked, the anti-centennial revolution. The White Star, the White Star.
We broke into the apartment of a real communist, huh?
You hear someone walking around inside. rearranging a poor communard from the looks of it.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant?
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get in.
Later then, entering this door seems a physical challenge. It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
Do I have to open? Do you have?
Let's go.
Later then, it's generally easier to do things if you have literally. You hear someone walking around.
Bro, what? What does that mean?
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
This woman's health is failing her. There's not much to do. Not in this damp.
I already told you I don't care about any badges. Go ahead then. What do you want to know, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Okay.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry. Pea-brain, someone played a trick on you. Martinez is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez, like Tim Jamrock or Raoul Ravachol.
Wow.
Oops. You really didn't get the joke there.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
Dude. I mean, granted, I hadn't played in a couple days, but I didn't. You know what, man? I ought to smack you in the mouth.
Yes, I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for? Talk? He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony.
Alright, let's go.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening. We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good? Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry. You'll get him. Remember, tomorrow. He's probably gone for today.
Fair. It's next in my little notebook. You need to find a sufficiently tragic tape and play it on a boombox and then ask to perform, preferably in the evening, more people at the bar. Then get a hold of a sad song on tape. Yeah, good luck. Head ass. Oh, I need to level up, right? Um, Alright, bet. Actually, wait, but I don't have a map. Goddamn. I don't really know what I'm looking for.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural? Ooh, not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner. It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all. Does anyone in a city like this? Shoot, Piggy. It's what you do, isn't it? Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful... I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Have you ever tried your hand at graffiti-o? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home, and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cards. And my name's not Mona, so... Yeah? Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me. Now...
You fucking hooah. You fucking hooah. I really need to make some money, dude. Truly, has anyone seen my badge? Or my gun? Nice. To keep it a buck, dude, I don't really know what else to do or where to go for the rest of the day.
Can I help you? Absolutely out of the question.
Your body is ready, sire.
I have a pry bar. Let's go open this door.
You see a heavy steel door with the cobalt blue surface feels the door doesn't challenge. The steel doesn't even tremble. Now you're hanging from the handle. The door remains immobile. Okay, it was a challenge, and you failed. What now, loser?
Does that know what this pry bar is for?
You see a heavy steel.
God damn. Hey man, I don't know. I mean, I could go back to the pawn shop. Is the only place I think I can get a cassette, unless I can get it from this guy maybe.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of these once respectable speakers have been conquered. Reduced.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here. These, officer? These speakers are Samaran garbage. I'm ashamed to even use them for props. No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk. Well, if you want them... But see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for a little extra. 50 cents?
Damn, so you have to buy the sneakers first.
That's so dumb.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer.
forgot. Quite literally this time.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well loved and well traveled. Chipped. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres, even though I don't really like music. Is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 raya. If police work means playing tapes, sure. Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. I doubt it, but I can try and answer any. I do my best to keep my distance from.
He doesn't know anything. No one likes to see what you have to see every day. The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Sure thing. Sure, man.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among the light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor.
700 real.
Jesus
A bargain, I
Christ.
dare.
A bargain? No, it's not. He's trying to sweet talk you into buying trash.
The light has undergone 3 transformations. Well, there are the cost of removal and rewiring. The most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary.
Oh, I'm good. Gee, I just needed a goddamn music.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Big men on big horses, clad in
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Which ones? Ah, royalist soldiers from the time of the revolution. The uniforms are painted.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few.
You're probably talking about the revolution. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. I don't like either set very much, to be honest. But there are many parents among my customers.
Everything you pick out seems faded, chipped, and sad somehow. Most of them are just broken toys.
Truly unfortunate. Hey, this guy left.
A rusting. This panel usually closes the water lock. You pull the lever, nothing happens. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be?
Yes.
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Just some tasteless advertising at the bottom of a canal. Whatever it is, the boy on the billboard seems very happy about it. The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front. A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Oh my god, you fucking dumb bitch whore. I swear to god, I hate you so much.
This trash container is locked. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death. This trash container.
We could try using a pry bar.
Did someone say pry bar? Pry bar, pry bar. Your palms yearn its cold touch, to grasp it once more, as you've done so many times.
Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the work.
He might also have asked the manager. Bullshit. Ghost.
No, Jesus.
This trash container is.
Use a fucking pry bar, dude. God damn it.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid as a pad. You stick the pry bar into the fissure beneath the lid and push down.
Let's go.
It does. Yeah. Crack it open, Obocop. This is your time to shine. Dive into that dumpster for extra content. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Wow.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
Uh-oh.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar-marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else?
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. Just garbage.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Who's guard?
Not really.
Fuck, I
All
forgot.
we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
The fuck's he on about, kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
See?
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, what's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork? Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? Well, lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
Wow, an Armistice caliber 50 knock cannon, half wrapped in paper tissues. So shiny. It's a giant rifle, and it's very expensive. Not as expensive as that fat string of pearls snaking around the rotten banana peels. And is that Cordon Electric's preamp with Electra F2 tubes? It is. That catches quite a price. We're talking 12,000. Easy.
What?
Unless you're into hi-fi yourself. No, you won't. because none of those things are real. They're not actually in there. All you see is food waste and crisp wrappings. All you see is a broken mug with a racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
Mm-hmm.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Ew, I'm so stinky. How do I interact with this? Bruh. Did I put it in my hand? Interact button. What's my interact button? God damn it. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Do I really have to go to my... action interact? Dude, right here.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of... It's a metaphor for you. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger, and an aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property. It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address.
Maybe yours will have how many your kill count. Yours will surely have your kill count.
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, they're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files, commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate, due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases, undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes. 2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me. I prefer a normal caseload. It's a matter of method.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible. There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete. The tasks you've completed flow out of the pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. And a fuck you to you too. That last one cuts a slash right through the paper. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
No, actually. Any ideas? Okay. It's a good name, but it has one problem. This case has nothing to do with the setting sun. At all. It has nothing to do with that, so... something more concrete, perhaps? Great! That's great! That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Nice.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the In the back, you see thin, translucent copy paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields.
I can start giving people tickets and start making money.
These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs, color of the irises, predation marks, condition of sexual organs. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back you see the embossed letters, RCM. Something rattles inside, ever so permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is... The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center. There's pain in there, if you want some. That much you know. Something rattles permeables. It's the plastic There's pain with your hands. U4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top of the board. Is not what you end up doing. You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. A hot flash of rage comes over you. For a moment there, before it recedes, you feel as though you might just squeeze. The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. This pathetic mess suddenly afraid of you for some. The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner. It's the ledger you found in the trash. Just
Let's
relax.
go.
The two sides of the board are slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off the slides. All you need to do is bend the plastic on your knee, slowly. The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, without resistance or sound. The two ticket stubs, and a handmade postcard.
God damn it. I genuinely thought my badge was in there. That's why I leveled it up.
Two octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too. Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Yeah, you gotta smell it first.
It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored, a touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says, two familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand.
In a woman's hand.
A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile, you think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe your hand shakes holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, hold on. To what?
Detective, is everything all right?
Did I die? Is the game over?
There is nothing. Again. Nothing sad, brother. No treachery. Just blackout. Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Wow, yeah, you're right. Wow, did I die?
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me. Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy. Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause. Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape, its lack of beauty was not the problem.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness. In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket, the air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened? You were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to. 10 minutes, maybe. That does sometimes happen. You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed? Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull.
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. That sound, you feel the wind in your hair as if you're already driving. Down a narrow street, lined with shabby wooden houses, the 881, the Valley of Dogs, and before it, a familiar dome. This is Precinct 41. As close as you have to, the lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light on.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar scent.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights. You catch a faint glimmer from a broken beer bottle. In the distance, sounds. 2 men engaged in a drunken argument, followed by the closing of some distant window. In the middle of a broken plaza, illuminated in a cone of light, 2 men, one slim, the other sturdy. They are on the city stage, but only one of them knows his lines.
Ah, Martinez at night. Let me see. Right here. No, it does not.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows. The first row has 18 dots. The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some. There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. The last row has 3. That's it.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do.
Son, here is where we score your life performance.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered? Fair point. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. Wow, more than 200.
Wow.
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
Confirmed kills. That sounds pretty evil. A drink would soften that feeling.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
He's sincerely glad you're not a scary predator. Not to say relieved you're competent.
Yes.
The lieutenant nods.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your...
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. To sleep. Actually, I got a mug from the dumpster, right? How much is this worth? Ah, 0. It's worth 0.
Can I help you?
The door is closed. Still, not the lieutenant gives. You should punch a fucking hole in it. You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce. Not to mention.
Stop that.
I'm locked out of my fucking apartment, dude. supposed to sleep?
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it? A lot. For the room and broken window, 100 real. Yes. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. The trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road.
On Clinton Street, near the Boogie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down an alleyway. It stops by a rusted trash container.
Thank you anyway.
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene. Yes?
Oh, this is guard. Okay, well, where is this Sylvie chick, bro? Like... pay for the damages, or you won't have a place to stay tonight. Motherfucker.
Hello again, sweetie. Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation.
You've got guns of steel and a chiseled jaw, somewhere under the bloated alcohol layer.
Oh, I'm sure you...
She's not really lusting after those biceps, man. You must...
It's not easy.
Already did that. Everart's money wasn't gonna last forever. You need more. Every day is a new expense.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry. I don't have money for you if there's...
Oh my god, I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you. Where do I sleep? God damn it.
The worn and beaten wooden
We can sit on benches after we...
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass.
I need to pass the time now. Can you sleep in your car, bro? Oh, that's useful information. Start beating the shit out of people. Go buy a map from the bookstore. Dude, I gotta save my money for my apartment, bro. I don't need to buy a map from this bum. It's closed.
Now it's turning into a kind of a, huh? Oh, no, I ain't got any money. The bosses, man. Dunno. What you need? It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks, or anything else, us lorry drivers, not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
Empathy. Absolutely none. Fuck it, bro.
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
Man, you look sad, bro. What's wrong
I'm
with
okay, man. Just the jams got me down. The fumes, the chemical rainbows, the tarpaulin stretched on the frames and the dull engines off.
Maybe the full-on direct approach wasn't correct. Damn, it's tricky business looking into someone's eyes and not doing it wrong.
Fuck it. That sucks, man.
Yes? Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. Binocular? Is that how they do things over at the 41st? No wonder your clearance rate is so low.
I think I just insulted him on accident.
Fuck does Kuno care? So? Yeah, so? Kuno did sick the pigs on him.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on. You got fucked. You got fucked, pig. Fucked bad. Of course you're gonna remember this. Now get the fuck out of here, griefing the Kuno. After this shit,
give you a
better have
fine.
something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's
No, I'm
face.
gonna give you a ticket.
Yeah, real interesting.
No, I don't have any empathy, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the kingdom of Kuno. Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real. Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around. Except for that you took away. Now you won't perform.
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival. And Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna spend $500 goddamn dollars on some shitty ass pants.
Alright, Pico. Shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's gonna steal all your money, Kuno.
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust. mug in the trash. Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Does this adequate depiction of a Samoran man have anything to do with it? Better not taken out of its historical context. Mug have anything to do with it?
Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you picked it after the mug fucker? Cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
The kid may have something there. He's already come up with an interrogation technique too.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious. He likes putting 2 and 2 together here.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno doesn't...
Actually, let's talk to him.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year. You should take care of that, then. Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be...
Okay. Alright. Yo, there's a balcony up there. Okay, so what we should do
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it? Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment. Good luck trying to use it.
Draconian measures.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock. Not until you bring me the...
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use.
Oh, Lieutenant. We're done here.
Motherfucker.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio...
I have something here we could sell. Okay.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable.
I confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Sweet, free money.
Hello, hello.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dark.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign...
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
Of course, I meant no offense.
Thank you. Here's the 100 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
Oh, you fucking bastard. Let me take all of it.
Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time.
He took the 100. Dude, you're a dirty cop just as much as I am, Mr. Kim. You kiss my ass with that, I'm not a dirty cop head ass. You definitely are. Mr. Brotherman.
Can I help you? Yes. Have you got... Well? Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
20? That's not a bad deal, brother.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you? Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this a shaker? Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this? Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why? That's right, I'm the cafeteria manager.
What you want is a goddamn drink. How is that so hard to understand?
Like what?
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type. Yes, guess what's yours? That is only a ludicrous daydream. Guess again. You're the... No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Yes, yes. Impotent rage and lamentation. Let's wrap it up? No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop. Wow. Okay. Fuck off. Check out the big balls on fire, cop.
Yeah, fuck you, dog. Kiss my ass.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation.
We made some
The
good
air
progress,
outside
brother.
is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then...
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically. Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. Our inspection could have been more thorough, as it always can. But in addition, we got that body down from the tree, and we performed a field autopsy on the victim. We found some things we can really work with. I still feel like we missed something, but it's up to the boys in processing now. We did perform a thorough search of the crime scene. That's great. Now, as for interviews, my list of people to talk to here in Martinez, I mean. Including Evrard Clare, a daunting adversary, if there ever was one. He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information, however. We talked to Joyce Messier, but didn't get any information from her. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a stand-up Precinct 41 practice?
Really funny.
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age, and in those hills. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
Thank you for the compliment. We could manage it even in wooden clogs. There are uncanny running reservoirs in this body. God knows why.
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Rebachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule. We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station closely. It prevents confusion and overcrowding. You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power. The coalition government. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Rebachol or the coalition government founded the RCM. Silence. A great comment to such a conundrum.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different in land, in Jamrock, in the GRIH. It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our two precincts. We run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate. Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes. Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Oh, they fixed the window already? That was fast. Oh, it's not.
The window stands broken in its frame. The bed is cold and not particularly inviting. The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally, and then sleep. And then sleep doesn't come. Maybe it's the bed's fault. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case. Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost, but your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep.
Oh, brother. This guy stinks. Oh, that's me up there. Hello.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood? You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me, do you remember your wife's hand on your face? Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
Yo, what?
Oh no, Funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium. Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. No, you haven't. You're just sleep talking. And the actor's wearing thin, too. The spots on the disco ball fade around. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no stinky boy. You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover. Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too, so soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork, barely let you sleep at all. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Interesting.
Good going, buddy. Yes, wait till you see the one with the chick in it. It's gonna be a good one. You feel even worse this morning than you did. You don't know? You don't know? Some broad that met you mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think. That's not really true. Your heart has finally pumped all the... You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline. Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week? Let's be honest. Fast recovery, man. Quick turnaround.
Let's go.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. The faucet is quite terribly mangled. but you just might be able to twist its parts into place.
3%.
You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. And the mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
Damn, is that gonna lower my bill? That's funny. You fucking whore.
The door is closed. The door is closed. This door can only be opened as you hold the metal. You sense the warmth left. Still, you should punch a fucking hole in it. You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not to mention, great exercise.
Oh, that's interesting.
Morning. I've got some good news. I took care of the body. The thought of him decomposing in my MC wouldn't let me sleep. I'm just glad he's gone.
Oh well, we'll get the armored boot.
The Union muscle finally turned up, and they look rowdy. We need to talk to them. I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it. One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them.
Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. But aren't you curious to know?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that.
Well, let me pay my bill for the day, so I don't have to worry about that later.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
How could anyone forget, asshole?
Just a moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps...
And there's no public phones near.
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. The Union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too. The manager was vague about...
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is...
To let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel. That's just it. This isn't like him at all.
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds. Something sweet in it, somnolent. A damp chill goes down your spine. When you look around, you're still in the whirling in rags.
But you have more important things to worry about.
Yeah, something like that.
see a heavy steel door.
Let me handle this. Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are?
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
Yes, extremely normal. I'm not a gardener, by the way. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe that's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest, if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one. What are we going to do to you? The Union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
Goddamn map.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games. The display rack is this is entirely, completely you. You have found the right. Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly crime fiction. These books greatly Furthermore, they have no idea what's more, they completely ignore not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction, just shelves filled to the brim with crime. Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden in. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. That old thing? It's an out-of-date map of a tour from when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martin. Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness. Ozon, Laurentide, Fas Alamir, archipelagos radiating outwards from you. The suzerain Revachol, with a radius of 80 kilometers, still the crown jewel of this Isola would be barely visible. You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu, on archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing. You have little idea what they are. distant stars.
That's funny.
Perhaps they are God. The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East. Hudon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst. This large map, ozone, radiating out the ocean you have lit, perhaps they...
Alright, let's look at this goddamn map. I have to wait till Wednesday to get to this side of the goddamn map or what? That's what it looks like.
The already familiar code. The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move. It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory. Right now, undoubtedly, sure, why not? Nothing tricky about that. The file cabinet stands steady as ever, and the unlocked whatever's hidden here is hidden well. It appears to be a to-do list. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht. All items on the list have been crossed out, and
one of his aides must have left it.
The special borscht seems a bit odd. What is so special about this borscht? Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes. All items on the list have the drawer slides shut.
Did I take it with me?
file cabinet stands steady as ever. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweet office, all items on the drawer. Inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against, and because it's nice and orderly, well-laid pallets.
Fuck.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Inconspicuous pile, because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this then? A tool shed? That's in.
Is this Kuno's, like, playhouse?
Amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. Maybe this Kuno kid knows where to find more. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no?
The door is
What the fuck? How do I get up there? God damn.
inside. You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course.
Change of plans. Her number.
Yes, hold on. Her...
Received. Hold on.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right foot.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika. Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. What?
There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
Oh wow, okay. Do you know
Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it. I am sorry about that. Anything else, detective? Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law. You told me back in the whirling. You told everybody. Oh, no, I haven't.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? Yes, you absolutely should. It's awful that you lost it.
Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. The disco things. You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly,
Why not?
Let's just say I left because I needed to... You know whom? Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now. No, not me. No, sorry, I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
So the Union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Yeah, go on. Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and...
Sounds like it's going to be bad. Do you really want to know?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Wow. That's,
Oh, those again. I have been trying to wean you off them. You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun, on your temple and pretend to shoot your brains out, off of that, people don't like that. People tried to back away from you, or even slip out of the door. But you screamed, "I am the goddamned law, and you have to listen to me. You are all suspects in a murder investigation."
Me neither. No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask. No, absolutely not. I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
No, she doesn't have a problem with you. It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other guy. Like Gart. You know women and their constant problems. Yak, yak, nag, nag. That's where you step in. You're Lieutenant Love, matchmaker extraordinaire. Help the poor girl out.
yeah, okay.
Lest she turns into a spinster. Oh yeah, my point exactly. You know how they are. Transactional and hysteric. Loony broads. You know what you've got to do. First, you've got to calm her down. Think you can do that, Lieutenant Love?
Jesus Christ. Dude, I mean, she's already traumatized, right? Let's just traumatize her more.
Call was dominated by the other party. Anything else?
It's on. The love quest is on. Too late, everyone. It's on.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering.
Yeah, well. We ball. Alright. Now we gotta talk to Gart. Be like, hey, yo, big dog. Did you sexually harass your employee?
Can I help you?
Did you not watch the HR video? Did you not go to the 4-hour training and not get paid for it?
God.
Oh, but he should be. Lay it on him.
Wonderful.
It is.
What? What does that mean? Cock carousel.
Just drill the inside of your mouth with your tongue?
Huh?
Yeah, this feels right. It feels wise. Good setup. Now speak the real shit.
Does it mean you talked to her? What else did she say about me?
What else do you need? The man leans his hands on the counter and sighs. His head drops between the shoulders.
She broke the bird, you know. The great skewer.
What?
I found it on the ground with a broken wing. On the morning she left. I should have known. It was her way of telling me to piss off. I should stuff it up my arse.
Or you broke the bird. It can also be that. I think Sylvie even. Yes, the bird is connected to this. It's a symbol of hope, and
Is
she
my
broke
empathy
it.
so low that like I'm not making the connections, or
cock carousel. I think I understand now. That's what they ride until, like, 39. They ride the cock carousel until the clock runs out. Here, have the rest.
Wow.
Now, let me have a drink and think about this shit for a moment. On my own.
And there we have it. Isn't that beautiful? Another situation fixed by Dr. Love.
Fantastic. Truly, truly fantastic. Ooh, there's money in here. So I had my badge. It could honestly be anywhere, dude. Get to the other side. I can't. Unless I can take a boat. Can I take a boat? Is that an option? Oh my god. Oh, this is cool looking.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Why, yes I am. The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is. It's a pleasure craft, a 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business. My sloop? I like it a lot.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around? Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou. I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long... Officer, I assure you I'm up...
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
Yeah, let me see that license.
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but two Insulindic regattas. Even finished once.
Actually, you don't. The Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's operator license. It's a little-known fact among us law officials.
So we can't pull over random civilians and demand their papers? That's weak.
Unless it's their passport. No. Do you want to ask for the lady's passport?
Of course. Any more questions about the boats? Good. That's the man who was killed. Better not tie the forestay to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with. You have? And how did...
Finally, time to choose sides.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually, corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt verm myself. How could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Tell her she'll like you for it.
That's true.
Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. A well-established dominance ritual. Where did he have you deliver it? Ah, yes. I've been meaning to go there. A youth centre with Edgar Clare's statue on top of it. Go ahead. Help him. Make it so. I have no power to stop him. Yes. I'm sad I'll never have the time, Detective. I've always wanted a dilapidating fishing village, full of ghosts and ancient memories. Has this errand yielded you any information? A referral, you mean? I take it this was for someone in the RCM. Don't answer that. Oh my.
The lieutenant does not say anything, but you hear the nylon of his jacket rustle as he looks at you.
That's good to hear, Detective. Police work is rarely pretty, but it sounds like...
Her bartering mind cannot fathom that you didn't ask anything in return.
Frankly, what was done was not pretty at all, but neither was it illegal, and it was not for nothing. I advise you to be very selective with what information you choose to share. This may have consequences beyond our line of sight.
I wouldn't have taken Everard for a saber rattler. Was he surrounded by...
No, It was more like he wanted things to get worse. In secret, of course.
Or he wants you and me to believe he wants to go to war.
There's always that risk, man. But if he means it.
I'll think it over, Detective.
Have I underestimated the Union's ferocity? She has to ask herself by now.
What you've said is quite enough. You've given me a lot to consider, and may have helped me prevent this conflict from escalating. Of course, Detective. Should something come up later, until then, is there anything I can help you with? What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking. The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things, and that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration. Offshore.
She nods. It's clear you like the hard stuff, Brota.
The what?
Evening falls. The vows are blurred and flesh. Lower intestine. The term is fascism, Brota.
What is fascism, though?
Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revishal's problems?
I thought you were a circulatory system.
Quit stalling, Bruta. We're talking about the weakest, worst, most insane thing. The weak link. Yes, them, but also women. Women, men of war. You don't like them. They're insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed off this world with rubbing alcohol. Woo men need to go back to the fucking kitchen.
Am I... Uh-oh.
That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. But the main thing is that women need to know their place.
Fascism is misogyny, bro?
You're going to keep your views, right? Keep your views, Brota. For the nation, smart. Best not to mention the women too often. That's why you're the head and I am the stomach.
Wow. Tremendous. I just showed a lot of incriminating evidence or information with the women. I thought she was gonna kiss me on the nose or something. Yeah, I'm on the board. What's in here? Time to come in here. Investigate. It's already the next day. Whatever. I'm taking it.
This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty.
Oh, okay. I'm on board now. So, am I a Revachol nationalist? But does that mean I'm also a racist like that other guy? I'm confused on the factions in this game, dude.
This isn't just one son, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle. It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its...
The tenant is an old-fashioned guy.
The lieutenant does not bow to the flag. It accepts.
That's hilarious. Okay. So I think the lieutenant thinks I am...
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst a little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same...
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump it, and now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road.
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter.
You could ask Everard who this person is. Once
Whoever lives here admires fair-haired, fat, with big muscles. Oh. I don't want to talk to her.
Hello again, sir.
Is that chick still up there? She is. I don't
Looking for something? Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy. God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
Okay, well, I was literally find a pattern of commerce. Someone is habitually chilling next to the radio.
Control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh, Marsh. On. Arrête. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air. With a surprisingly quiet thunk, the harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled. The rusty control, a faint smell of burning rubber reaches your nostrils.
I can't see how that was worth the ruckus, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Let's go open it, dude.
Before you stands a cargo container. Just one.
Is this like your thing with that wall again? You do? Because there are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? You just picked one out because you wanted to interact. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to talk to...
You attempt to turn the handle. To Noah, to your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. No reply. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal. Doesn't sound like there's anything inside the container. Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because what wasn't an option? Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly. You're back before the cargo container. And as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with the rhetoric. Maybe.
Mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said. No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. It's like that old saying goes. Wisdom with... Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keep... Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so...
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol, however.
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags. Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad. Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You...
He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. so it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
Everything is so pretty and red. You and Leo look like brothers as you glance around with similar childlike one. The old man whistles and hums a jaunty tune.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair. My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in... Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
I already fucking did that, goddammit. You fucking goddamn.
Yes, yes. What's that, Harry? You're getting a little pale. Is it the words paranoid schizophrenic and lost gun in one sentence? Don't worry, it's just a lead. It'll probably... Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporations. We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I helped you get the body down. And I'm helping you find your gun. I'm not a jealous guy. If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator. Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share any... I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun.
This is weird. Not nice weird, but okay.
What did I need to come talk to him for?
Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly. The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence. The mention of mañana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words. The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak.
Boss need more vodka?
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, very special borscht indeed. Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg. He smiles, nodding vigorously, then pours half a bottle of vodka into the pot. With a whistle, he smiles and nods enthusiastically, and, chattering away in his language, ladles some brew into a small thermal cup, then hands it to you.
So that was it?
This is where you say your bit.
Detective.
Oh, this is about...
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. Hanging up there.
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left it.
You might want to start asking your questions now.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match. Starting from the right, boot size 44, blonde man, in his 30s, overbearingly masculine. Sitting on his right, standard working boots, size 45 or 46, coughs a lot. Across, at the other table, hobnailed working boots, size 43. A symmetric burn on his neck, resembling the letters Los. Has he tried to burn it off? And then, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 46, the big dick, wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips, rugby cap, fingerless gloves, and numerous scars, a little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy, Captain. In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 44, 40-something, non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum? On his neck. Forget it. It's not. Let's call this one the musician. Size 41, with the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing. In the middle, heaving and wheezing, big guy, boot size 46, deep marks, probably carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy. Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying...
The fuck is with you, fella? What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy, there's 7 of us and we're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy?
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here.
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her.
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. And you're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Container belt? Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him.
As he speaks, his fists contract, going through the pulling motion again, savoring it.
Motherfucker.
We did this together, all of us, until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck. Goddamn right.
You know, these 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town. And he stepped out of line.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Cause one night, he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm RNA's goddamn special forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all!
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some RNA's paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there. Like some kind of animal.
Wrong. He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning. To kill us all if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls, grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah. This girl's on the mic, a beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming, "Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt?" Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle, doesn't even fall down.
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
No. You're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
Not in the arresting mood?
A fearful readiness, like an electrical charge. By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer.
Look, coppers, I know you think you're doing your job here, but there are 7 of us and 2 of you.
God damn it.
The last thing you hear is a little murmur. Not a blast, not an echo.
Oh.
No one screams. It's more dead cops. Sad news from the district of Martinez, as the bodies of 2 police officers are found floating in the canal. It is believed the officers were pursuing a murder investigation, but got caught in the dock workers' strike and were gunned down under unclear circumstances. Such needless loss of life is truly tragic, a local union leader, Everard Clare, commented, and added that although the event is truly horrid, we can expect similar incidents to follow if right-wing vigilantes are allowed to run around uncontrolled and try to wriggle their way into well-organized neighborhoods.
God fucking damn it, dude. You know, I was too busy looking at the dialogue. I wasn't paying attention to the fact that he was reaching into his goddamn fucking thing, but then my partner was like, yeah bro, I helped you out, I got your back, and I thought he was gonna do some crazy shit. I genuinely think I was gonna die. That's the last thing I thought was gonna happen. I genuinely also thought we were gonna get into like a fist fight confrontation because he had to see a single gun in this game. So, wow. I don't know, man. I think I'm just gonna stop it right here and then do it again tomorrow. Fucking A.